To make the situation more calm, because we do have a lot of people here, it would just be nice if you guys could leave, but we aren't. I can't wait on you guys. I have no idea. I'm not in the situation, but she just to make it more calm. She said you guys can calmly leave because we do have a lot of people around, or the police will be on their way because they are. So.
But why do we have to leave? We just came to order food.
Yeah, of course.
I don't understand. What do we do?
I don't.
That's not right, man.
At a Denny's in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, 2 black truck drivers are being asked by this waitress to leave the restaurant after their previous server allegedly refused to serve them.
We wanted to wait for the police to get here because we wanted her name.
Yeah, she didn't want to give us her name.
Because we want to submit a complaint.
Okay.
She refused to give us her name.
Yeah, she doesn't have to give her name.
But she works here, right? We're expecting we waiting for a manager. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Do they have a manager?
Did you guys do anything? No, we don't have a manager in today. They're all off because they've been working all week. So.
Before going forward, it is absolutely ridiculous for a massive corporate restaurant chain like Denny's to not have a manager on duty, something that one of the truck drivers picked up on as well.
If I leave and the police get here, she could just come up and say anything. I try to rob the place.
Yeah, I know. Did you guys do anything to disturb her or disturb any customers?
When she walked by,
yes.
I said, excuse me, because it seemed like she was,
Well, yeah, it's really busy today.
No, obviously.
Yeah.
So, I said, excuse me, because he's been sitting here for 15 minutes.
Yeah, of course.
So, when she left, she came back with the menus, and she said, well, I don't want to be yelled at.
Yeah.
And I said, I didn't yell at you. I didn't yell at you. I was simply, Can we talk outside real quick? Yo, record this.
I am. It's crazy. They're refusing to serve us. That's crazy. I never been involved in nothing like this before, man. Like I said, we just came to get something to eat. Mm-hmm. And they're telling us that we can't be served. I've seen stuff like this on YouTube, but I never thought that it would happen to me. I just couldn't believe it. It's crazy, right?
This is exactly why we say that racism is systemic or institutional in our country. Even though you may not be personally experiencing it at any moment in time, it is always present in the background, ready to be unleashed instantly.
Everybody in there is white, and we're the only black people in there, and you're gonna just kick us out like that? And you're telling me that, come on, she just took our stuff, and I'm just what? You know what I'm saying? We didn't do anything. I'm are you serious? We can't order it? No, you're not. You have to go. And it's serving everybody else. And then, when we asked what's the problem, we're told to get out. Basically, come on.
Hard not to think that.
We just want to go our way and go home. So we came, took a shower, went in here to grab something to eat before we left. And, this has never happened before in my life. That's crazy, man.
I'm sorry that it happened to you guys.
Appreciate it.
So after getting some sympathy from the officers, we see the waitress who started all of this and sent the other server over to finish her dirty work. This is a humiliating and dehumanizing encounter for 2 men who've done nothing wrong, just earning a living, trying to get a meal while on the road working. If you are white, you will never be able to understand an experience like this. We only need you to accept that it happens routinely to black people. Dr. Rashad Ritchie and the brilliant folks on TYT's Indisputable team first broke this story, and this is what one of the drivers, Damon Whitfield, said about what he went through.
We were the only black people in there. 30 minutes goes by, 50 minutes, etc. So my partner said politely, excuse me, we are ready to order. She said, quote, I will get to you when I'm ready. I don't need you people to call me over to you, end quote. Then she said, I'm not serving you people. Do you have to leave now or I'm calling the cops? We were humiliated and embarrassed, walked out like criminals. Everyone looking at us like, what a shame. White people will never understand that racism, what racism is, or how it affects or how it feels to be looked at like you did something wrong.
Now that we've heard from the victims, let's see how Denny's responded.
Denny's has a zero tolerance policy when it comes to discrimination at all Denny's locations. We embrace diversity and foster an inclusive environment where every guest feels welcome. A member of Denny's leadership team has been in contact with these 2 valued guests involved in this restaurant visit to ensure they know the situation has our full attention. It continues. We are actively investigating the incident report at Denny's in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. At the conclusion of the investigation, we will take appropriate disciplinary action.
The corporate speak response from Denny's is a shoulder shrug. We've read these same words over and over again from so many other companies. This statement, it doesn't even mention the names of these two men who say they will never forget what happened to them, including the perp-like escort out of the restaurant for all to see. These drivers just announced they are following through with legal action against Denny's. Be sure to subscribe to Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Ritchie to get the latest on the lawsuit as it develops and more information is brought to light.